Hi, in this video we're going to look at the filters that you can apply to video. We'll look at the adjustment panel as well and how it's different and very similar to images. We can either fix our images or give it a cool effect for our video. All right, let's jump in and check it out. All right, so let's cover the main kind of adjustments that you can do. With the video selected, okay, you can go into edit like we kind of do with images and you get a lot of the same features. Okay, filters are easy. I'm not going to go through them. They're kind of like Instagram style filters that you can put in before you go out to something like Instagram. Okay, some really cool ones in there. Once you found one you like, you can decide on how much of that filter gets applied, the intensity, right there. Actually, I'm going to remove mine because I'm going to show you another thing you can do is you can do the adjustments like we did with the images. Click on adjust and we get much of the same features, okay, as before. Okay, we can play around with contrast and brightness. If we want to darken it down, remember, we can remove these two, highlights and brightness, maybe get some white text moving over the top. Now, it's slightly different in here. Okay, we've got this other one, fade. It's kind of like just a really common effect. You can decide on how much you want that kind of like old school retro fade look. And the other one is X process. It's just a real exaggeration of color and contrast. It's kind of like a cross processing I think it's a photography term, but they use it on video as well. It's kind of it's an effect. Don't worry too much about what it's doing. It's just kind of a look. And a lot of people just kind of bump it up. The other one, vignette, sometimes I'm like, why isn't that working? It's because this one here is cropped so much, the vignette's in there. Okay, but we just cropped it so much in the middle here that we're not actually seeing it, so that's not going to work for us. I'm going to set that back to 0. But everything else is the same as we did with images, so we won't go through it. This one here, though, I noticed that really kind of needed not clicking on the timeline, clicking on the image and going to edit, and then going adjustment, and the warmth in this one, okay, I feel like needs to come out. It was way too orange. Anyway, if you have played around with it for a while and you want to go back, you can hit the reset button to reset all the adjustments. The other things that we'll just throw in here as well is if I click off, click back on my image, go to edit. There's some other features in here we won't cover too much, like how much volume do you want? Do you need to enhance the voice? Okay, it's a pro feature, kind of tidies it up a little bit. Do you want to slow down the playback? Do you want to get this thing to just play on repeat? And we looked at this earlier, play automatically when this kind of page loads or it gets to this. Highlights here is the same as the one when we're looking at trim. Okay, we can look at auto highlights, and the background remover I haven't had a lot of success with for video. Okay, you need to have a really perfect kind of thing for that to work, but give that a go depending on what kind of look you want. You can play around with that in your own time as well. All right, so video is a lot like the images. Okay, there's a few little extra features in that adjust panel, and because we did all that image editing earlier on, it's no problem for us. It's just moving images. All right, I'll see you in the next video.